In the days when kings carved empires with blood and iron, there lived a man of Israel, Jonah, son of Amittai. He was no warrior, no lord, but the Almighty had placed a burden upon him to carry his word of judgment to Nineveh, the cruel heart of the world. Yet Jonah feared not only the city's might, but the mercy of the one who sent him. For he knew that even the vilest of men might be forgiven if they turned, and his heart burned with resentment at such grace. So he fled. Through winding streets he hastened, his cloak drawn tight, until he reached the port of Joppa. There he boarded a ship, its sails full with a westward wind, bound for the farthest edge of the world. He thought to vanish into distance, beyond the gaze of heaven. But the sea itself betrayed him. The skies blackened. A tempest rose with a fury older than memory. Waves struck like hammers, and the timbers groaned as though the earth were tearing apart. Hardened sailors, men of countless voyages, fell to their knees in terror. They cast their cargo to the abyss, crying to gods of stone and wood. Jonah stood silent, the storm raging in his soul as it raged upon the sea. At last, with voice breaking, he confessed, it was his defiance that had brought the storm. Only by his death could the ship be saved. And so, with trembling hands, they cast him into the deep. The sea stilled at once, terrible in its silence. Jonah sank into the blackness, the cold swallowing him whole. But death did not claim him. Out of the abyss rose a creature vast and terrible, a living mountain of the deep. Its jaws closed upon him, and Jonah was swallowed into darkness. There he lay, entombed in the belly of the beast. 3 days, 3 nights, the press of the deep about him. Regret gnawed at him as surely as hunger. He saw his own grave in the shadows. His heart, once proud, broke, and in that breaking he yielded. And so, at dawn, the beast obeyed its maker and cast Jonah upon the shore. Gasping, broken, he rose from the sands. This time, he went to Nineveh. The city rose before him, vast as a kingdom, dark with cruelty. Through its gates he walked, his voice unsteady yet unrelenting, bearing the message of doom. His words fell like ash upon the people, yet to his wonder, they listened. From the king on his throne to the beggar in the dust, they humbled themselves. They cast aside their violence, their pride, their feasting, and they cried out for mercy. And mercy was given. The city was spared. But Jonah's heart remained heavy. He longed for judgment, yet found only compassion. He sat outside the walls, bitter and waiting for fire that never fell. A small vine grew above him, shielding him from the burning sun, and for a moment he rejoiced. But in a night it withered, and the heat returned, unrelenting. And then, in the silence of his despair, came the voice of the Eternal, gentle yet piercing as steel. Jonah pitied the fleeting vine, yet had no pity for a city full of souls, lost but not forsaken. Thus Jonah's tale does not end in destruction, but in revelation, that mercy, vast and unyielding, is stronger than wrath, that the heart of man may flee, may resist, may break. Yet still the mercy of the Eternal is deeper than the sea, and broader than the world itself.